Today I'm going to show you how to make the chicken, the soft chicken, not the fowl chicken, not the type we use in Nigeria. I'm going to show you how to make the soft chicken and then make it hard enough so you can use it for stew, just the same way you use the fowl chicken to make Nigerian stew. So in here I have my chicken. I've already skinned it. I removed all the skin and then I cleaned it, cut them into pieces, and so I'm gonna start making it now. In here I have the onions. I chop up the onions, and then I have the garlic that I chopped up as well, so I'm gonna put them in here. So I've already added some seasoning. I have the adobo seasoning. I've already added enough, but I can still add a little just to show you as a demonstration. I've already added some. I've also added some garlic, the powdered garlic, and then some powdered, this is powdered onion, and then some powdered garlic. Okay, so and the next I'm gonna add the curry powder, which I haven't added already, so I'm gonna add it. And again, there isn't any measurement to these ingredients. You just have to go with the flow. Add as much as you like to have in your dish or your food, whatever. And in here I have the thyme leaves. So you add as much as you want, like just like the curry or any other seasoning. Add as much as you want to your meat. Okay. Next, I'm gonna add another seasoning. So in here I'm gonna continue adding some more seasoning. I have the Knorr cube, the Knorr seasoning, and then I'm gonna add just one of the cubes. Okay. So, but you can add as many as you want. If you wanted more, you can add more. So anyway, that's about it for all the seasonings. I've already added a little salt. I really don't like adding that much salt, only because I have all these seasonings that are salty. So I'd rather leave it like that. And then when I'm frying the stew, if I needed more salt, then I will put it at that point. So I'm gonna start my oven, my stove, and then let's get it cooking. Once it's ready, I'm gonna cook it for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. I don't want it to be too soft because that would defeat the whole purpose of making it like this. So I'm gonna cook it, let it boil for 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes the most, and then I'll come back and then start frying. So now, as you can see, the chicken that I boiled is ready and I'm ready to fry it. So what I'm gonna do is you either start frying it directly and just put some onion in it, or you can just go straight and do it and then put some onion later. So this is it. So this is the chicken, the American chicken, the soft chicken, whatever you might call it. It's not the same as the cow chicken. So here's the chicken that I boiled again. So I'm frying it right now, and once I'm done frying it, I'm going to use it to make stew. So in other words, you can do it however you want. If you want to feel like you're having the hard chicken or the Nigerian fowl chicken, you can do it this way. Use the same soft chicken. You boil it halfway, like 10 minutes or 15 minutes, and just fry it, and then it will come out the same way. And I'll be back later to show you the finishing product of this fried chicken. So I'm going to show you here how I make my Nigerian stew with just the tin tomatoes without fresh tomatoes and fresh peppers. So I'm going to show you, this is my tomato. This is Italian herb, and here's another tomato. They're both the same but different brands. And in here I have the onion and garlic chopped up, and I'm going to pour them inside this. So I have the onions and the garlic that I chopped up that I'm making right now. So I'm going to stir fry them for a little, like for the next 3 minutes or thereabout. And then, so once it's ready, I'm going to add the tomatoes. At this point, I'm just going to add this tomatoes. So that is inside the can. So, and usually I make this type of stew without fresh tomatoes or whatever. If I'm in a hurry and I don't want to go through, blending tomatoes and trying to boil it and all that, I'll just go with just 2 cans of tin tomato, and then that should do it as well. So I'm just going to show you how you can do that. So I'm just going to mix them up. So as you can see, it's all coming together. So the tomatoes, the tin tomato that I got out of the cans are coming together. It's all mixed in with the oil and the onions and the garlic. So I'm gonna continue to mix it like this. Continue with the mixture. Keep frying it until it browns up, like it cooks to an extent. And then I'll start adding other seasonings. So I'm going to keep mixing it like this. Since I didn't want to go through blending tomatoes and tatashe or whatever, I'm just going to add the powdered pepper. So the grinded pepper, that's what I'm going to use for this. So I'll keep turning it around, keep turning it and frying it until it's time for me to put the the pepper. And then I'll add it in along with other seasoning. I'm going to add the pepper, the powdered pepper. So I use the red chili pepper, Nigerian pepper, chili pepper, Jamaica pepper, anything. You can use them as long as, is your preference. So it doesn't really matter. Okay, so I'm adding it. And again, you have to add as much as you want. Some people like a lot of pepper in their stew. Others don't like as much. Mine is moderate. I'm moderately okay with the pepper. I'm gonna add a little more, and that should do it. Or you can just use a tablespoon to mix, like 3 tablespoons, 2 or 1, depending on your preference. And then with that, I'm gonna also add the thyme leaves. Add a little bit of it. I've already added enough in my chicken when I was boiling the chicken, so I have the chicken broth that I'm going to add to this stew. So it's going to get its own seasoning. So I have more seasoning in there. And then I like to add a little bit more of the powdered onion. So I'll keep mixing. So right now I'm going to put the Knorr cube, and this is the cube that I'm using. It's the Knorr cube, it's the chicken. So I took one of these. I'm going to add one more later. So I'm going to put this in here. And then I'll mix it in and let it sit mixing it for the next 1 minute. And then I'm going to be adding the chicken broth. I'll leave it to sit for the next 10 minutes. So here's the chicken broth that I made. So at this point, I'm just going to cover it and let it cook for like the next 5 to 10 minutes. Say 5 minutes, and add more water, and then take it from there. So this is the level my stew has gone up to. As you can see, the stew is fully cooked. I haven't added the chicken that I fried. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add the chicken, and then I'll turn down the turn down the stove, and then leave it for another 2 minutes. Okay, so but that's about it. I'll say try it. It's good. For those of us who are so busy and you don't have the time to start cooking, blending fresh pepper, fresh tomatoes, and start boiling them and all that, you can just make this as quickly as possible. Just use the canned tomatoes, that we normally call tin tomatoes in Nigeria. So you can use 1 or 2 depending on how much or how big you want your stew to be. As you can see, is big enough. So you can try it. Go ahead and try it and let me know what you think. Give my video a thumbs up, like my video, and subscribe. With that, I'm gonna say thank you so much for watching, and then see you next time.